Aquarius, Pisces, CUSPers. July is asking one powerful question. Are you ready to stop surviving and finally begin creating the life and your soul? Creating the life that your soul knows is possible. Because this month feels like standing between two worlds. The version of yourself you've outgrown and the version that's quietly waiting for you to choose. Hello, my beautiful mystical soul tribe family, my Aquarius, Pisces, CUSPers. Welcome in, beautiful souls. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for leaving comments. Thank you for being subscribers here, sharing the videos, and those that purchase personal readings, the 1 Mini Question personal readings, that also donate to the channel and support the channel in any means and ways that you're capable of doing. I really appreciate you. Let's dive into your July 2026 reading. Grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's explore the energies moving through love, career, finances, healing, family, home life, and just your spiritual path, because July carries some very significant turning point energy for you. This month does begin with a bit of intensity. We do have Mars meeting Uranus in Gemini during the first week of July, which can feel like sudden insights, unexpected conversations, perhaps changes in plans, or maybe even a strong urge to break free from something that felt limiting a little bit too long. For many of you, I feel like this energy may show up as a desire to reclaim your independence, speak your truth, or finally make a decision that you've been postponing. Now, at the same time, around the 7th, Neptune will also station retrograde. For many of you, this is a sign like something about this is activating your intuitive as your intuition is going to feel deeply personal. All right. Yeah, this is going to be like, it's almost like what's happening here with this is spirit will be removing the fog. Illusions may begin dissolving. People may just be revealing themselves. Maybe perhaps dreams will become clearer. And something that once felt confusing suddenly starts making sense. There's also this strong healing theme around this month, all right? A lot of Cancer energy happening. Also, we have that Neptune that is squaring Chiron early in July, with the Mercury retrograde, those kind of energies is happening. So it could bring up old wounds back to the surface, not because you're meant to suffer through them again, but because you're finally ready to release them. Some of you, because of the Chiron that's in Taurus and Jupiter squaring, something about your self-worth, abandonment patterns, feeling misunderstood, or maybe carrying responsibilities that just never were yours to hold in the first place or to carry. Around the new moon that we're having in Cancer, around the 14th, there's this beautiful energy for the emotional renewal. Many of you are creating healthier routines, focusing on your well-being, improving your work-life balance, or simply simply learning to prioritize yourself without guilt. Love feels quite interesting as well, whether it's platonic or romantic, because Venus is moving into Virgo, which asks for the energy of honesty, maturity, and alignment. Some of you may notice yourselves becoming much more selective about where your energy goes. Connections that maybe felt one-sided or a little bit draining may also no longer resonate. I'm hearing some of you are craving depth right now, consistency, effort, peace. And for those of you that are also in relationships, right, this can also be a powerful period for improving communication, maybe healing some sort of misunderstandings, and creating like that stronger foundations together. Korean finances also seem to be quite highlighted here. I'm hearing with the Mercury retrograde that's happening until the 23rd, review instead of rushing. double check things. This is going to be an excellent period to revisit plans, refine ideas, reorganize your finances, and reconnect with opportunities that may have been overlooked. You know, sometimes these retrogrades, they don't actually delay blessings. They simply make sure that we're building them properly. But by the second half of the month, though, the energy is going to become more expansive. Neptune is, Jupiter will be connecting with Neptune, right? Uranus, and eventually the Sun speaks of growth, inspiration, creative breakthroughs, unexpected opportunities appearing when you least expect them. But there's also a reminder here that when Saturn is preparing to go retrograde later, all right, in this month, and then we also have that full moon in Aquarius around the 29th. I'm hearing here you being asked to release expectations, outdated identities, and old versions of yourself that just no longer fit in who you're becoming. The full moon feels incredibly significant for you guys, my Aquarius, Pisces, CUSPers. It's going to feel like a mirror, a moment where Spirit's saying, look how far you've actually come. Just look how far you've come. Some of you are ending chapters. Some of you are beginning entirely new ones. For others of you are simply learning that healing doesn't mean becoming someone else. It means remembering who you were before life taught you to doubt yourself. Overall, it feels like a month of choices around your energy, your boundaries, relationships, your future, and perhaps most importantly, choosing yourself. Beautiful souls, let's dive into the tarot and see what does the cards have to say. Thank you for hitting that like button, leaving comments, being subscribers here, and for all your support at the Mystical Soul Tribe, beautiful souls. Thank you for being part of the Mystical Soul Tribe and growing this community. All right, let's have a look at your current self here. We have the Two of Wands. This is Aries energy coming through here. This card is basically showing you where you currently stand emotionally, mentally, and spiritually as you've entered this new month in July. Some of you, this is telling me that you're standing at a doorway in July. You know there's more available for you. More love, more abundance, more peace, more alignment. This card speaks about deciding whether you're going to stay within what feels familiar or whether you are ready to step towards the future that your soul has been quietly envisioning. Neptune, that's retrograding, right? Many of you will begin seeing your path differently. Dreams that you've held on to may be changing shape. Some goals are evolving. For some of you, this also is something about becoming clearer. Something becoming clearer than ever before. That Cancer new moon on the 14th also feels like it's an invitation to create maybe perhaps new routines, healthier lifestyles, a newer foundation that just supports the person that you're becoming. Spirit's also showing me that many of you have outgrown certain environments, expectations, and versions of yourself. This month is asking here, what horizons are you ready to explore? You're no longer in the position to wait for permission. You are preparing now for expansion, I'm hearing. So let's have a look at the theme of the month. Wow, beautiful. Page of Swords. So, right. If there was a headline for the Aquarius, Pisces, CUSPers, it would be this. The Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords actually aligns beautifully with the astrology. July carries that strong Gemini energy through Mars, Uranus, and later Jupiter. Yeah, Jupiter is in Leo, right? Supporting growth and innovation. Okay, so what I'm hearing is it's a month of information. The headline, a month of information. Messages, conversations, research, observing, learning, watching, planning. Some of you may be studying, expanding your knowledge. Some of you could be launching something online. Some of you could be networking. working online, online work. Some of you will be receiving some important communication. Okay, now Mercury is still retrograde until the 23rd, right? So it suggests that not everything is revealed immediately. There may be some delays. People might also be changing their minds. You could receive unexpected news. Or maybe you might be needing to revisit something from the past. But the Page of Swords does remind you that curiosity is your greatest strength right now. Be curious. Your headline for the month is information. Be curious. Ask the questions. Gather information. Stay flexible. There's wisdom in observation, right? Not every answer requires the immediate action as well. Take a pause before you swing that sword. Sometimes Spirit is just simply wants you to pay attention first. All right, let's have a look here at the goal. The goal to pursue for the month of July, Six of Swords. This is where your efforts are likely to create your greatest progress. So I'm hearing movement with the Six of Swords. I'm hearing healing, and I'm hearing transition. Leaving behind heavy emotional waters. The greatest goal for July isn't necessarily achieving more, but it's going to be about allowing yourself to move beyond what no longer resonates. For some of you, this is the emotional healing. Some of you, this is releasing the old fears around money and finances. Some of you, this is going to be about finally accepting that certain relationships, jobs, habits, expectations belong to that previous chapter. Now, Mercury will go direct as well, right, on the 23rd, which is supporting this card. Things that felt uncertain will begin to gain momentum. Clarity will return. The path ahead becomes easier to navigate. I'm hearing here what Spirit's saying, stop carrying what was only meant to teach you. You don't have to take the old pain into your new beginning. Let's have a look at the obstacle, the Seven of Wheels. The growth point of the month, Seven of Wheels. So this is a growth point, the Seven of Wheels. I'm hearing patience. Let's be honest, patience can feel frustrating when when you're ready for change, right? And Mercury brings that energy of slowing down. And I'm hearing that certain plans may slow down during this period, in the beginning of the month. And with Saturn that is preparing to retrograde later in the month may also highlight areas where you're being asked to trust in divine timing. You may feel as though you've planted seeds but haven't seen the harvest yet, some of you. Some of you might be wondering, when is this finally going to happen? And Spirit says, keep tending to that garden. Keep tending to your garden. Keep showing up. Because unseen growth is still growth. July is going to teach you that any sort of delays that do come up doesn't mean it's denial. It just means that sometimes things are simply maturing behind the scenes. All right, so let's have a look at the accomplishments. The major accomplishment is the Ten of Wands, and I feel we need to clarify it. The Ten of Wands is basically a completion of ready to put down some burdens, all right? And now it's clarifying it here with the Devil. This is very powerful. Spirit is coming through saying you're very capable of accomplishing this. And the real accomplishment isn't just the external success, it's about the freedom. Because the Ten of Wands speaks about that responsibilities, the obligations, and the energy of carrying too much, and yet you're ready to put it down. And the Devil is talking about the unhealthy attachments. Maybe it's the overworking, the people-pleasing, the fear, the guilt, the feeling trapped inside cycles that have become familiar. July is offering you some sort of opportunity to say that you don't have to carry everything alone anymore. Your victory this month is reclaiming your energy, reclaiming your boundaries, reclaiming your power, and understanding that releasing something that drains you is just as important as achieving what inspires you. Okay, let's have a look at what to avoid. And 2 cards came out. 9 of Wands and the 3 of Wheels. This is the energy that could be revealing the energy that could be wasted or misdirected. All right. So Spirit is like asking you to not remain in that survival mode, right? The 9 of Wands is talking about that you have been through a lot. All right. Already we've had the 10 of Wands. You've learned the lessons. You've built that resilience. But sometimes we continue expecting battles that no longer exist. The 3 of Wands is saying here that support does exist. Collaboration exists. Community exists. You don't have to prove your strength about doing everything yourself because you're going to create that burnout. I'm hearing also for some of you to avoid isolating yourself. Avoid carrying the old wounds into the new opportunities. Also, avoid assuming everyone intends to disappoint you. Because not everyone who enters your life is meant to hurt you. Some are there to help you rebuild. '93 could be significant. The number 12, the number 3. Strength is what to embrace this month. Not forcing the outcomes, right? This is very beautiful. This is about trusting yourself. It's about the grace, the patience, the compassion, the inner confidence. Jupiter is activating those powerful opportunities later in this month for you, even with that full moon in Aquarius, illuminating the personal evolution. What Spirit wants you to embrace is your own resilience. Not towards the burnout, because you've already survived that difficult chapters. You've adapted countless times. You've continued moving forward when it would have been easier to just lay down. You didn't give up. Your softness is not weakness. Your sensitivity is not weakness. Your heart, I'm hearing, is one of your greatest strengths and gifts. Lean into that courage. Lean into your authenticity. Lean into believing into yourself again. Where are you going to find support? We have the 9 of Wands. You don't have to do this alone. There is passionate people, mentors, soul tribes, creative communities, spiritual teachers, individuals who inspire that action. Perhaps support may arrive unexpectedly this month through conversations, networking, maybe some of your travel, online community, courses, friends. Perhaps simply just reconnecting with people who remind you of who you truly are. This energy also reminds you that to follow what excites you. Joy itself can become a guide. Passion itself can also become that compass. Sometimes support arrives disguised as that inspiration. Thank you for hitting that like button, beautiful souls. I really, truly appreciate you. Finally, your guidance and your advice, your encouragement. If Spirit was sitting right next to you right now, it would be choose relationships that pour back into you. Equal give and take, balance. I'm hearing balance, soul connections, mutual respect, harmony. Doesn't have to be romantic, even though there's 2 people here quite romantic with each other here. This could be friendships. Maybe your friendships are romantic. Right, lean into romance with the people around you, friendships, family, business, community. Spirit says, stop chasing connections that require you to abandon yourself. Stop shrinking to fit into places that you've already outgrown. Allow yourself to receive. Share, eat, sit down and have a cup of something to drink with your friend. Allow yourself to be supported. Allow yourself to experience relationships where love, effort, and energy flows both ways. And finally, here from the Mystical Forest Oracle, inspiration in breath. She looks free here, right? This feminine figure. Pause and breathe deeply. The inspiration you seek is often hidden in the simplest movement of stillness and self-awareness. This feels like a confirmation that you do not need to force those answers. You do not need to rush that next chapter. Your intuition already knows. Your soul already knows. The noise simply needs to quiet down enough for you to hear it. This month is asking you to pause just a little bit, to breathe and to trust. Reconnect with yourself. Join that yoga class, that Tai Chi class, or whatever you call those classes, Tai Chi. Right? Something that inspires you just to reconnect with your body, even when it's sitting in the garden. Because the guidance that you've been searching for externally is actually living within you all along. I'm hearing flow and pause and just go within, stillness. Come back into your body. July feels like a month of choosing peace over pressure, purpose over fear, authenticity over expectations. You're not the same person you were 6 months ago, hey? You did grow. You did heal a little bit of something. You did evolve. Each and every one of you have grown, healed, and evolved in your own way. And Spirit is showing me that the doors are opening now, are aligned with the version that you have, that finally believes that deserves them. Let us know in the comments and share with your brothers and sisters, what are you finally ready to leave behind this July? Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, being part of the Mystical Soul Tribe, and sharing the videos. Until next time, trust your intuition, trust divine timing, and remember, the universe is always working with you, never against you. I'm sending you love and light, and I'll check you around.